Are you a fellow artist and trying to decide what kind of products are best to sell in 2025? Well, if so, I'm going to share 10 digital products that are best to make and sell that you can actually make a profit from in 2025 as an artist. Hi, my name is Sterling, and if you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new here on this channel, I'm a fiber artist and I share all kinds of fiber art inspiration, tutorials, and the behind the scenes of running my fiber art business, as well as my success and failures. And so if you're into any and all of those things, make sure that you subscribe and join back up with our growing community here each week. I personally love digital products because you only have to make them once, and then you can sell them for months and even years to come. And so they're super easy to scale, and they also don't take up much space, unlike physical products, which is great if you live in a tiny apartment like I do. But I do want to make sure to reiterate that digital products do take many hours to create upfront. This is by no means a fully passive income stream. I hear a lot of people online these days talking about passive income streams as artists. And if you want to see another video on that, I could definitely make it. But digital products, they can technically become passive once you create them, but they do take, in many cases, hours of time to create. Digital products, unlike physical products, don't have to be packaged up and sent out, which is really great as an artist because then you can spend that time, of course, creating your art instead. So let's get started with the first digital product. And if you're a fellow fiber artist like me, you would definitely love this one, and it is patterns. So if you come up with a unique crochet or knitting or even a woodworking design, you can create a pattern out of it to sell in your online shop for other fellow artists to create. And this is really specifically great if you don't want to be creating the same design over and over again. I know I'm not a really big fan of that, but you want to share that design with other people. Now, this can take many hours to create in the design phase. In some cases, you need to get that pattern tested, especially by other creators. If it's something that they're going to be wearing, especially, it needs to be suitable for different body types. And sometimes it needs to even be tech edited. And sometimes this can take months to do all of that. But once all of that upfront work is done, it is complete and you can sell it for months and even years to come. This is especially great for labor intensive patterns where you don't want to be necessarily making that pattern over and over again to sell in your online shop, but you can still share it with other creators so that they can make it. Another digital product that you can make are ebooks. And I personally really love ebooks because if you're particularly knowledgeable in a certain area or a skill, you can package that up and turn it into an ebook to share with others. And you can do it in a multitude of ways. You can create an ebook that is a bit more informal in the form of a zine, or you can even turn it into a workbook that shares essential skills with your clients so that as they work through that workbook, they can gain information and knowledge on that particular skill. And if you're an artist who's wanting to get started with your journey as an online art business, I have 2 ebooks for you. First is the free guide to launching your online art business. And this is a 15-page questionnaire to help guide you through with some prompts to launch your online art business. And I also have the ultimate online art business checklist, which is a more in-depth 70-page workbook to guide you through everything from practical tools as well as some prompts to help guide you through the process. And I personally wish that I had these when I was getting started, so you can check these out in the description box below. Now, this next digital product is a really great one, and it can be quite lucrative for you, and it is online courses. Online courses are really great because you can dive really deep into a specific subject matter, and they can provide immense value for your students. And I had particularly an artist friend of mine say to me once, should I really create a course? There are already so many other courses that are on my particular art form out there. And so is there really demand for mine? And I was quite shocked about this because this artist had a lot of followers and she was well known, a lot more well known than I am. And I was quite shocked by this because she had such a specific style. And so I said, yes, you should definitely have an online course because there are going to be a lot of people out there who want to know specifically about you and the way that you approach your craft and what you have to say about the techniques and the materials and the way that you use them and see them for creating your art. Now, if you're on the fence about thinking about if online courses are great, then do the specific exercise with me for a moment. So take a moment and think about who is your favorite artist in the whole wide world. Now, think about if they had a course where they put all of their specific expertise in and the way that they address their techniques and their craft and the way they think about their materials all in this course. Would you be interested in it? Yes. So now think about your craft and the way that you think about it and the way that you approach your art. And if you have a following of people who really love your art, they're definitely going to be interested in the way that you see it. And so courses are a really great way of sharing that with your followers and sharing that with your clients and your fans. Now, if you're like my friend and thinking, should I really create a course, Sterling? I mean, there are already a lot of people out there who have created courses. I definitely say that if you've been at your craft for some time, then definitely yes, because there's going to be a specific way that you approach techniques and materials and a way that you specifically see your craft that others don't. And so it's definitely worth creating one and sharing it with your followers. You're going to have a specific, unique approach and insight. And so it's definitely worth sharing with other people out there. And the best thing, like I said, about courses is that you can go really deep on a specific subject matter. And if you think that courses are oversaturated, then think again. The online course market has only grown since 2020 and has no signs of slowing down. The online education market is growing rapidly, and it's expected to grow by about 15.75% each year until 2029. And in 2025 alone, it's expected to cross 341 billion USD. And part of the reason why online courses are still going strong is because the idea of finishing school is quite outdated. People of all backgrounds across all fields and ages are continuously learning throughout their lives, and more people are enjoying mobile learning on the go and having the flexibility of learning at their own pace in their home. So there's definitely high demand for online art and craft courses. And this next digital product is a great one if you're a painter or you draw, or even if you're a writer, and it is digital wall art. So this would be specifically high quality versions of your art that can be purchased and downloaded and then either print in their homes or professionally printed and hung in their homes. And if you draw, you can even also create coloring pages that people can purchase and then download and print out that they can color on. Now, this next digital product is a great one as an artist if you want to connect with your students and clients, and it is virtual workshops. Workshops are a great way to teach new skills and to connect with your students or prospective clients. And these can be completely virtual, or they can even have a physical component if you want them to, where you compile all of the materials that are needed for whatever the design or the pieces that you're going to be making in the workshop. And you compile a kit out of them and then send them to your different students. And I personally love hosting workshops. I've done them in person as well as virtually. And the way that I usually do it virtually is that I'll host them either through Zoom or Google Meet or another platform that's online that you can have the video hosted on. And then I'll have the tickets available in my online shop that then people can purchase. And then when they purchase it, they get the link to the video call that we'll have with the workshop, as well as if you're doing it virtually, you can send them the list of the supplies that they need that they can gather themselves if you're hosting it completely virtually. So this next digital product is a great one, especially if you're a graphic designer, and it is digital planners and spreadsheets. So if you are a graphic designer and you have a specific style, you can design digital planners such as monthly or weekly or daily or even yearly calendars that people can purchase in your specific style or niche, and anyone who likes your style can use these. Also, spreadsheets are really great if you have a specific sort of information that you can convey through the spreadsheet and you can design it in your specific style. I know that when I was first getting started as an online business, I purchased a spreadsheet that had all of these different sort of spaces where you could put the cost of your materials, the cost of your time, as well as the overhead costs of running your business, and plug them all in, and it would equal the number that you should price your product at. And this was really helpful for me because when I was getting started, I was totally lost about how to price my products, and this was really helpful. So if you have particularly useful information that you can convey through a spreadsheet like this could be a really great product for you to make. Now, this next digital product is really helpful, especially if you're building an online presence, and it is memberships. So memberships would be hosted either on Patreon or on your website or here on YouTube if you're on YouTube. And basically they would be able to allow your followers to support you directly in exchange for exclusive videos or content that they would get in return. And I know for me, I personally have a membership here on YouTube. I have 3 different tiers, and you can check that out below if you click the join button if you want to see more about that. I know that I'm really thankful to the members here who help keep this channel going, so thank you so much for your support. Now, this next digital product is a great one, especially if you're a photographer or a videographer or even a musician, and it is stock audio, video, and music. And you can sell this on your website or with other websites like Adobe or Shutterstock, and you can receive royalties from them. Now, I haven't done this personally myself, but I've had other friends who have done this even on the side, and it's been quite lucrative for them over time. And so this is definitely something that could work for you. And there are a lot of videos on YouTube here about how to get started with that you can check out. I know that I personally love taking video, especially film video here and there. So as I do more of that, I might check out how to get more into this myself. So as I do, I'll definitely share my insights with you. Now, this next digital product is really great if you're a crafter and you use a die cut machine like I do. I love my Cricut, and it is SVG files. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphic Files, and these are great for die cut machines, which are used to make all kinds of products, from greeting cards. You can use them to cut iron on vinyl to make home decor like tea towels or t-shirts or mugs. And other people who use SVG files on their Cricut or other die cut machines will purchase these SVG files from you. And you can make these in Adobe or Inkscape or Canva even, and sell them in your online shop. So this can be a really great offering. And another product in the graphic design world that would be really great to make are graphic design assets. So these would be packs that have PNGs or fonts or color palettes in them. Or I've even seen these animations that you can put over your videos, which are really helpful for other content creators like me. And so if you're a graphic designer and you can make these, content creators like me really love these because we can use them for our videos and they make them look more polished and professional. Well, what did you think of my 10 digital products to create as an artist? Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below, or if you have another one that you love to use as an artist online, I'd love to know. And also, if you want to check out physical products that are great to make, you can check out this video next. And also make sure that you subscribe if you want to check out more videos on being an entrepreneur online. I'll be posting more of these really soon. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.